Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We are back to one of my most favorite times of year, which is the Babel Mia scholarship season. I know it is very hard to wait to hear the winners. I feel that too. But I do want to just take a minute and talk about why Babel Mia exists and why the scholarship program exists. But I also have an ask. I've asked for now 3 cohorts in a row. If you feel comfortable, if you could film yourself while you're listening so that we can see some of your reactions. I think Sarah, I've only received 4 ever. And Sarah was one of them, who you'll hear from shortly. And it was just like so incredible because I never really get to witness what's happening on the other side of the camera. And so honestly, it would be a really awesome gift to see your faces in those moments if you feel comfortable doing so. But also this year has felt really different for me. My daughter Gray, she moved out to go to university in September. And it was quite a surprising kind of shift for me. And it's really forced me, I guess, to look back over these last 2 decades of, who I was when I started this work and started Babel Mia, and where I am today as I step into kind of more my like edge of crone empty nest spinster area, because her birth changed my life. And I don't just mean like the way a lot of people say when their children are born that they're like, oh, I never felt love or those kind of things. I didn't feel that, and that's not how my life was changed. It was a way that like forced me to see what else was possible in the journey of parenthood, and it forced me to see the truth around the systems that we're kind of forced to exist within and the harm that they cause most families to some extent. And from that, I started Babel Mia. And I started the scholarship program a few years after that because I wanted to build something that I needed that didn't exist when I needed it. Because at the time, I was surviving domestic violence. I was under-resourced. I was raising a child predominantly alone. Everything felt really, really precarious for me. It was a really, really dark time. And I was pretty much white-knuckling it through most of my days. And I can viscerally remember this like feeling of both shame and helplessness, and that cycle of harm that like pulls you in every time you're trying to leave a DV situation, and that hope that's constantly flickering and then it gets kind of crushed out again, and these systems that are supposed to help you, they more often than not make it so much worse for people who are engaging with them. You're doubted, you're dismissed, they make you feel like you are the problem. And so, all of that shit stays in your body. And so I built what I needed back then. I needed a place where somebody would believe you, and a place where somebody would say you're not crazy, a place where you could, get skills, build something of your own, and have people beside you while you're doing it. Because just that time was just so incredibly lonely. And so this program is a love letter to anybody who has lived that. Anybody that's been abandoned from your family of origin, or who did not get support in their coming out journey, or who had an abortion and had to go through that alone. Anyone shamed in a divorce, anyone who was denied loans, denied care, denied dignity, any of these things. These are all my experiences. If anyone else has any, you can fill in the blank with those. But anybody who is gaslit about their pain, until you start questioning yourself and the validity and is it real? This is for you, for all of you. And the truth is that, this feels even louder and sharper right now because the world is not getting gentler. We're watching rights be stripped away in real time. We're watching human rights violations. We're watching people in power do so much harm without consequence. We're watching entire communities being targeted, displaced, criminalized. We're watching hate rise and systems double down instead of taking accountability. And in the middle of all that, people are still getting pregnant. People are still having their babies. They're still trying to raise their families inside systems that were never meant to protect them or support them. Birth is not separate from politics. It never has been. Birth is political. And so the same systems that control our bodies out there are controlling our bodies in the birth room. This shit makes me absolutely furious. And some days I just want to actually most days, I just want to hulk out of my skin. And so, because people deserve better than this. And also this is where I can see a shift in power could do so much good, because doulas change things, and we can give power back to the people people who are having that stripped from these very systems. Because when someone has support, y'all, when somebody is witnessed, when somebody is believed, when somebody is educated or reminded that their voice matters, the entire experience shifts. And this doesn't just change the outcomes, but it changes like for generations, because people reflect on their pregnancies, on their birth, on their parenting and journeys when they do it from a place of power, and they parent differently, and they see themselves differently, and they raise their children differently. And that is not small. This is generational. We can create a generation of babies that are born, from a place of empowerment and free from this trauma, from this voicelessness, from this control. And so parents will feel strong rather than broken and traumatized, like they failed at something that wasn't natural or innate, or they were supposed to know how to do. So when I say this program matters, I really, really mean it. I believe in this. This is my life's work, and I believe in it, not just for you, but for everybody you will go on to support as a birth worker or a doula. So obviously we're not big enough to reach absolutely everybody that needs, support, not even close. I wish we were, but if we train more people to understand, who have lived this, like so many of you shared in your applications, who refuse to look away, you can go out and every one of you can reach hundreds more. And this is how we can have this growth, this ripple effect. And, I call this, the modern phone tree, like this phone tree of care, because when we share resources, when we show up for one another, we can pass things along, and we can create networks that are not easily broken. And this is how we push back against these systems that are doing so much harm. This is how we survive the systems that are not for us. This is how we create joy in parenting. This is how we build our sense of self. This is how we create financial stability, which pretty much every one of us are lacking, and we do it on our own terms. This is how we raise a middle finger to diet culture and racism and homophobia and ableism. And this is how we stop surviving, and we can step into this place of, living and thriving. And this is community. This is how women and queer folks can come together. And we're already doing that in our like little areas that we are. And so you're already part of this change. And today, the Babel Mia community is about to grow, and I'm just so excited about that. So over the last 15 years, we've redistributed almost $500,000 through the scholarship program. And that's money that's put directly into the hands of people that need this chance. People with stories like all of you and stories like mine. And so we pooled resources, we've shared what we have, we've made space for one another. Because these barriers are real, y'all, especially when you're caring for dependents, you're doing unpaid labor, you're holding the mental load, you're trying to build something at the same time, and. And so we want to remove whatever barriers we can support you in doing that. We want you to have your own income, your own business, your own autonomy, and we want you to do that within a community. And this is how we've always survived, hopefully getting to a place of thriving. So I want to thank very quickly all the people who made this possible. The committee in our cohort was made up of Nia, Aaron, Angelica, Sarah, Dahab, Dara, Skylar, Raven, Precious, Carissa, Thalia, Jennifer, Han, Salona, and the Brood Care team. And obviously Kelly, who holds all of this together with so much care. Everybody here is given hours of their time reading applications, meeting, discussing, holding debates and conversations. And all of this was done with so much integrity and love. I'm so grateful. We're so grateful. So now I know you've been waiting, being like, all right, today, Junior. So you're going to get an email in the next hour. They'll start going out probably in the next half an hour or so. If you do not hear your name today, please check your inbox. If you need support at any point, Kelly is there to help you. Please write to info@babelmia.com. We've continued our partnership with Black Bums Connection, which we are so proud of. I believe this is our 5th semester with them. We also want to thank our partners, the Brood Care team, and they're in Western Canada, which is new to us this year. And the winners will go on to work within the Brood community. And there's 6 awesome folks who will be receiving scholarships and contracts with this new initiative, which is just incredible. So we'll hear from them shortly. So thank you, Brood, for everything that you're doing for families over at your side of the world. We've also structured things a little bit differently again this year because we started this the initiative maybe 3 years ago, and it's been working really well because sometimes people just need a little bit of help and sometimes they need a lot. So we've said yes to more people by offering partial scholarships. So we have full scholarship recipients. We have first runner-ups receiving almost a full scholarship. Second runners-up receiving significant tuition coverage because we want to be able to stretch this as far as we can. And this allows us to offer dozens of additional scholarships each semester this way, which is really, really exciting. I just want to flag also there will be a few folks who will not be named on the awards due to safety reasons. And so they will be receiving a letter. So if you're like, oh, I really thought that was mine, it probably is, and just please check your email. And so we have, I believe, 3 awards that fall in that category for protection and safety of the applicants. Okay, it's time, y'all. I know you've been just like, let's get on to it. So let's meet the winners of the March 2026 Maternal Support Practitioner Training. I'm going to start, I know we were going to start with Brood, but I'm going to put Brood a couple down. So we will start with the Black Moms Connection. It takes a community scholarship. Thalia is going to let us know who won this one.
Thanks, Bianca. Okay, so this applicant of a Black Moms Connection, it takes a community scholarship, must be between the living and working within Canada or United States in the field of reproductive health and justice, and must work with the Black communities. The winner of this award must be a parent and have the personal and lived experience of a Black mother. The scholarship is provided in collaboration with Black Moms Connection. So this year's recipient of the Black Moms Connection, it takes a community scholarship, is a Black woman committed to seeing and being the change in her community while pursuing her passion and calling. Her birth philosophy centers around autonomy, respect, and informed choice. She believes that there is no right way to give birth, and that every birthing person deserves to feel heard, supported, and empowered. Her goal is to provide compassionate, evidence-based care in a judgment-free space where families feel respected and supported. She plans to expand her services to include birth and postpartum doula support, infant care education, and community offerings such as classes and workshops. In the future, she hopes to grow her practice to include collaborative care models, mentorship, educational programming for families, and future doulas. I'm so happy to congratulate Osai Nani from Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you for sharing your story and for your heart to serve others.
Congratulations. Welcome to the program. We have 2 winners, right?
We do, yeah. And then a runner-up as well. So our next recipient is, as an African-American woman, her desire is to be a full-spectrum doula rooted in her lived experience and commitment to serving communities that have historically been underserved and unheard. She has seen firsthand how systemic inequities impact how Black families experience pregnancy, birth, loss, grief, and end-of-life care. She believes everyone deserves a voice and compassionate guidance during life's most important transitions. She's especially passionate about educating and empowering Black families with the knowledge, resources, and advocacy they need to make informed decisions. This scholarship will allow her to deepen her training, expand her ability to serve her community. It is with great pleasure to congratulate Corin Small from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to the Bibo Mia family, and thank you for your commitment to uplifting families through your meaningful work.
I'm so excited. I just always get so jazzed because I just know all the discussion that went in and all the debate. Welcome to the program, y'all.
Okay, and our last one. So I'm pleased to share with you our runner-up who is passionate about ensuring birth parents feel seen, respected, and empowered. As a certified doula, her goal is to support Black birthing people through culturally informed care that meets their emotional and practical needs. She hopes to work with organizations, clinics, and community programs where she can advocate for and support Black women and families through pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. I'm delighted to congratulate Daria Parchment from Toronto, Ontario. I know that you'll make a meaningful difference in the lives of families that you serve. So congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, Daria. Welcome to the program. We put 4 new scholarships this year that were brought forward from the community of like, what happens if we did more of this? And this is one of those brand new to March 2026, and it is called the Women in Service Award. And Carissa is going to read this.
Hi. Hello, everyone. So today we're gonna, this applicant of the Women in Service Scholarship Award must be living in Canada or the United States and have served or are serving their country in the military or in the community as a first responder. The winner of this award must have a business plan focused on working with birthing people and families that have served or are serving in the military or as first responders or partners of people in service. We have had a wonderful group of individuals apply for this award this year, and 3 emerged victorious. Our winner lives in Eustis, Florida, where her journey through motherhood and military has shaped a deep commitment to supporting others. In her application, she shared, "I want to be the village for someone else because I know what it feels like to not have one." Her vision is rooted in supporting mothers through postpartum period, especially military families that are navigating isolation with care that is steady, compassionate, and deeply needed. Congratulations to Hannah Grace Atkinson. You are the first ever award of the Women in Service Scholarship.
Congratulations, Hannah. Welcome to the program.
We also have 2 runners up for the Women in Service Award. The first from Lancaster, California. She's a reserve soldier, as well as a disabled combat vet. She has long desired to be a doula, even at a young age before they knew what they were called. Her ultimate goal is to open a wellness center where she can care for pregnant birthers, offering the care that they so deeply need. Welcome to the program, and thank you for your service, Charisma Williams.
Welcome, welcome. We're so happy. I need to figure out how to get confetti cannon on this screen. There's got to be an option.
We have a second runner-up that hails from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And as a doula, she aspires to work with marginalized communities, especially LGBTQ+ families. She wants to create a safer, more affirming birth by offering consistent, trustworthy support and education. Everyone, please congratulate Ashley Marie Montez.
Congratulations, Ashley. Welcome to the program. Next up, we have another new award that is called the Survivor Resiliency Award, and Sarah will be announcing the winners here.
Thanks, Bea. So the Survivor Resilience Award recognizes an applicant who is a survivor of domestic or reproductive abuse. The recipient's business plan must include working with other victims of domestic or reproductive abuse. This work may include, but is not limited to, pregnancy, loss by choice. This year's applicants were nothing short of amazing, and we are proud to announce our winner and 2 runner-ups. Our winner hails from Leland, North Carolina, and her mantra is "Knowledge is Power." As a married mother of a 3-year-old, she's hoping to emerge her cosmetology skills with her doula training to help expecting birthers feel more themselves during birth and postpartum. Welcome to the fold, Caitlin Emerson Bland.
Welcome, Caitlin. Congratulations.
Our runner-ups are just as great. Our first runner-up is also from North Carolina, and she was inspired to become a doula after experiencing her own traumatic birth. She wants to offer support, and she wishes she had at the time. So congratulations, Yadiria Vera.
Welcome.
And our second runner-up is from Ottawa. Sorry, Canadian proud.
The Canadians are like, from Ottawa, Canada, y'all. We're so
love
excited.
Canadians. She's a caring individual that has already showcased her doula abilities by attending the birth of loved ones. One of her goals is to provide care for all, but especially those in marginalized communities, because she recognizes that those individuals are still struggling to receive adequate care and support. Welcome to the program, Margaret Spence.
Welcome, Margaret. That's amazing. So another new one, as I mentioned at the introduction, is we partnered with Brood, and Jill is here hailing from British Columbia to let us know about the Brood Award winners.
Thank you. Yeah, it's literally hailing. It's like snowy, wet, slushy rain. Disgusting. I'm getting so emotional listening to all these things. It's so amazing.
I know, right?
Really cool. Thank you so much for having us. I'm one of 3 co-founders at Brood, and we're Western Canada's largest and most trusted Google reviews doula agency. And we operate in the Lower Mainland, Vancouver Island, Bowen, and now Calgary, Alberta. So the scholarship recipients need to be living and able to work in those areas. Really, really excited to announce our first ever Brood Doula Training Scholarship with Bebo Mia. And the program is really designed to expand access to doula education and create a supported pathway into meaningful care work. We have a team of about 50 doulas. So you are just like Bebo Mia provides lots of ongoing education and support. You'll have a team of peers backup. We do ongoing workshops. We have a ton of support for our doulas and pay above a living wage. So we're just really trying to make sure that people have a supported career that is sustainable, because we all know that, you know, this career is not the simplest or easiest pathway, but it is so fulfilling. And you guys saved my life. So I'm really excited to announce the full scholarship recipients. And then we also have some partial. And these recipients represent all the compassion, resilience, and deep commitment to caring for families and communities already. So we're just super excited to have them be a part of both our communities. So the full scholarship recipients are, we've got Tavy Van Awen, Elizabeth. Yeah, woo! I know, I'm going to do this. I was like, I should have said all these cute things about you guys, but you're all incredible. So we'll just go with that. We've got Elizabeth Boyd. Yay!
Yay! Congratulations, Elizabeth.
We've got Catherine Cornelius.
Yahoo!
Carrie Semka.
Carrie, and it was so fun. You just commented, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to say Carrie's name."
I hope I said everybody's names correctly. You know how it goes. So those are our full scholarship recipients. We're so excited. It's such a unique. You get the training, and then you're going to come work with us, and we're just so excited. And so many of the applicants, we were like, just apply. You've already got this going on. So we'll be reaching out to anybody that didn't hear their names called today. And then our partial scholarships to 2 outstanding applicants whose dedication to this work deeply moved our selection committee. So we've got 2 more names to read out. We've got Jordan Gibb.
Yay, Jordan!
Congratulations. And then we've got Katrina Allison. So those are our 2 partial recipients. We're so excited to have you join our Brood family. So to all of you, congratulations. We're so honored to support you in this journey and excited to welcome you. Your future care will touch families just like mine at some of the most vulnerable and transformative moments of their lives. I'm just like, doulas forever, obsessed with you all, so excited. And thank you so much to Bebo Mia. This is a first, I think kind of the first of its kind where we're doing training to employment. So let's keep it, you know?
I know. I love it's a beautiful pipeline. And just congratulations to everybody who's going to be kind of the testers for this amazing initiative of, you know, education to employment. Oh, Carrie, thank you. And congratulations to all 6 of you. I can't wait to see you in class this week. We have another new award. We went a little bit nuts in September when we're like, we should do this and this and this. So here's yet another one, which is called the Bridging the Gap Healthcare Award. And Carissa is going to announce the very first winners of this award.
Yes. The applicant of the Bridging the Gap in Healthcare Award must be from Canada or United States and is currently working as a licensed healthcare professional. The winner of this award must recognize the importance of advocacy within the birthing and reproductive health community. They wish to serve as an emotional, physical, and educational support to those who need it. This semester's recipient is a nurse from Kentville, Nova Scotia. She is a primary care nurse who hopes to use her doula skill set to provide on-site care to many families in her community. Congratulations to Melissa Daphne.
Woo! Congratulations, Melissa. And I'm always very excited to see more Atlantic Canada doulas because there's none. As somebody who lives now in Atlantic Canada.
Yeah. We also have 3 runner-ups for this award. So I'd also like to send a congratulations to Taisha West from Baltimore, Maryland.
Congratulations.
We also have Maria Sorova from Houston, Texas. And Emma Lee Ruses from Petersburg, Ontario. I hope I got some of those names correct. Those ones were some tricky ones. So I hope you know who you are getting this award.
Amazing. Congratulations to all of you. Yet another new award for 2026. This was brought forward by Sarah, who it's fitting that she'll be announcing. So I was very happy to see that her client is not in labor right now, so she could be here to announce this award that is near and dear to her heart, which is the Neurodivergent Empowerment Award. So Sarah, take it away.
So most training opportunities and scholarships are designed with neurotypical expectations in mind, often overlooking the unique challenges and strengths of neurodivergent individuals in accessing certification and building careers. With neurodiverse aspiring doulas facing disproportionate barriers to entry, many innovative, empathetic, and resilient people miss out on the chance to contribute their exceptional perspectives to reproductive health and justice. As some of the most creative, quick-thinking, adaptable, and deeply compassionate advocates in society, often drawing from personal experience to provide tailored support, neurodiverse doulas deserve an equal opportunity to thrive and serve diverse communities. To champion this, the Neurodivergent Empowerment Award will support aspiring doulas who self-identify as neurodivergent, have overcome related personal barriers, and are committed to providing specialized services for neurodivergent birthing people and their families. This includes creating sensory-friendly birth spaces, neuro-affirming communication strategies, advocacy for inclusive prenatal care, and amplifying neurodiverse voices in maternal health equity. This semester, we are thrilled to celebrate 1 exceptional winner and 2 runners-up for the Neurodivergent Empowerment Award through Baby Mia Scholarship Program. So these aspiring doulas embody resilience, compassion, and a deep commitment to supporting birthing people, especially those who have been overlooked and underserved by traditional systems. Our winner envisions building a collaborative practice that fosters meaningful connections among birth professionals in the community. She aims to transform the birth experience by harnessing the mind's remarkable capacity for adaptation, engaging in open conversations about pain, and supporting a gentle, non-traumatic surrender during birth and labor. Beyond empowering people with greater choice and deeper connection to their bodies, she is committed to supporting those with physical autonomy that has been diminished by religious education. She plans to enhance their journeys with sensory-friendly environments and unwavering advocacy for equal care. We are genuinely excited to witness your vision flourish and your practice grow. Heartfelt congratulations to Joella Clove.
Joella, welcome to the program. Congratulations on being our very first winner of the Neurodivergent Empowerment Award. We have another winner, don't we, Sarah?
2 runner-ups.
Or runner-ups, yeah.
So our first runner-up has dedicated much of her life and work to holding space for others during emotionally intense moments. Doula work feels like a natural, heartfelt extension of the nurturing care that she already provides. We have every confidence that she will show up with the presence, empathy, and strength that this work demands. So congratulations, Michaela Batten. We can't wait to see the impact you'll make.
Congratulations, Michaela.
And our second runner-up, your story carries profound emotional depth paired with a beautiful desire to dedicate yourself to supporting birthing people. We welcome you into the Baby Mia community and look forward to seeing how your passion and care will touch so many lives. Congratulations, Rachel Roman.
Congratulations, Rachel. Welcome to the program.
To all three of you, thank you for your courage, your vision, and your willingness to step into the sacred work. The world needs more doulas like you who will lead with empathy, challenge the status quo, and create safer, more affirming spaces for birth. We're honored to support your journey and can't wait to cheer you on every step of the way. So, warmest congratulations again to Joella, Michaela, and Rachel.
Congratulations, y'all. I thought this year too, it felt like there were so many more folks talking about how their invisible disabilities impacted their birth. Like as soon as we put the award in place, I felt like it was kind of a more common theme. And this is something obviously we've been discussing for many years. We just haven't had a scholarship around it. But I found it interesting to see how loud I feel like the conversation around both as birthing families as well as providers. It was an interesting note for this cohort. Okay, next up we have one of the OG awards, which is the Intersectional or Bust Award. And this award recognizes an applicant whose project, idea, or business plan works to dismantle the impact of structural oppression in reproductive health in their community. The recipient will position their unique understanding of the interconnected nature of race, gender, sexual orientation, ability, and class to create opportunities that directly challenge these oppressive forces. By working directly with people whose lives are impacted by these destructive forces, the recipient's contributions will increase access to opportunities for individual empowerment and make steps towards a sense of equity and justice for BIPOC and or 2S LGBTQIA+ individuals within the healthcare system. All right, we have a winner and a runner-up this semester. So the winner of the award is a mother of two and also a caregiver for her husband who has been navigating ongoing cancer treatments. She experienced the profound impact of what doulas have during her own labor and birth journeys, and she shared the following with us. As someone who thinks differently, is married to a partner with a disability, and has navigated a variety of personal challenges, I have developed a deep empathy for the fact that every individual enters birth with unique lived experience that shapes their vulnerability and needs in that moment. And this type of empathy and understanding is invaluable as a person goes through their reproductive health journey. And this is going to be a gift to absolutely every person that you serve. So with that, we would like to congratulate Caitlin Wachowski as our Intersectional or Bust winner. So congratulations, Caitlin. Welcome to the program. And we have a runner-up of the award. And this person is passionate about providing equitable, compassionate, and culturally responsive care to all families, particularly the BIPOC and 2S LGBTQIA+ communities, who obviously face structural barriers in healthcare and perinatal care. And they said they believe no one should go through infertility, pregnancy, birth, or the postpartum period feeling unsupported or unheard, and are deeply drawn to doula work because it centers compassion, education, and advocacy at some of the most vulnerable and transformative moments in a person's life. We could not agree more, and we look forward to having Keegan Prempe join us. So congratulations, Keegan. You are a runner-up for the Intersectional or Bust Award. Next up, we have the award that gets the most applications. So it is so hard to decide. And it is, again, one of the originals, which is the BIPOC Doula Journey Bursary. And Thalia is going to announce the winners there.
Thank you. Okay, so the BIPOC Doula Journey Bursary recognizes a Black Indigenous person of color applicant who demonstrates an aptitude for birthwork, client care, and a genuine desire to start and grow their own doula business. So we're proud to announce 3 winners and a runner-up. Our first winner is a resident of Far Rockaway, New York. She intends to work with Black and brown birthers, recognizing that they're oftentimes not taken seriously as a result and face dire consequences. She's committed to doing the work to keeping women of color alive. Welcome to the program, Tracy Darabelle Ramirez.
Hey, Tracy, welcome to the program.
So our next winner lives in Mississauga, Ontario. She is raising 4 children and building a future rooted in care and community. In her application, she shared, "I want to be the kind of person who helps mothers feel seen, heard, informed, and supported throughout that journey." Her vision is grounded in a lived experience, resilience, and a deep commitment to supporting Black mothers and families' compassionate, culturally sensitive care. Congratulations to Kaylee and Marissa Edwards. You are the winner of the BIPOC Doula Bursary.
Congratulations.
All right. And our next winner lives in Florida, where she is building a path rooted in advocacy, care, and community support. In her application, she shared, becoming a doula feels like a way to provide reassurance, education, and advocacy so families feel respected, informed, and supported during such an important life transition. Her vision is grounded in supporting Black families and underserved communities with care that is culturally responsive, empowering, and accessible. Congratulations to Katina Rubino. You are the third winner for the BIPOC Doula Journey Bursary.
Congratulations. Winner number 3 for the BIPOC. And we have a runner-up.
Our runner-up, she lives in Brooklyn, New York, where they're already deeply engaged in community care and mutual aid work. In her application, they share doulas are stewards of knowledge, care, companionship, protection, and empowerment, and whatever the birthing folks need in order to have their experiences that are safe, consensual, and healing. Their vision is rooted in healing justice, ancestral knowledge, and supporting the QT BIPOC communities through care that is liberatory, grounded, and deeply connected to lineage. Congratulations to Tana Michelle Maria Gonzalez Rivera. You are the winner, you are the runner-up for the BIPOC Doula Journey Bursary. Congratulations, everyone.
Yay! Congratulations, Tanya. Welcome to the program. Next up, we have the Queers for Queer Care Award, which is an award that is near and dear to my heart as a super dyke. And so the Queers for Queer Care Award recognizes a person who self-identifies as being part of the 2S LGBTQIA+ community and who also wants to serve within the queer community. The recipient's business plan will use their intimate understanding of the challenges that individuals face to help them navigate healthcare systems that are commonly cisgendered heteronormative. And it ensures that their clients are treated with dignity and respect throughout their journey of reproductive health, birth, and parenting. So our first one, guys, before I say this was my most favorite. I read every person who applied for this award, and this was the strongest group of applicants in, I would say, history. So I just want to throw that out. This was so hard. So because of that, there's a lot of winners. So our first winner lives in North Carolina with her wife and their 4 kids. And in her application, she says, I want my children to see that it is never too late to choose yourself, to pursue education, and to build a life you are proud of. This scholarship would not only change my future, it would change theirs. Ugh, got me in the feels. And so she is on a mission to provide equitable care to all families, and we want to help get her there. So congratulations to Brittany, Lauren, Brady. You are our first winner for the Queers for Queer Care Award. Welcome to the program. We also, as I say, had several runner-ups for this award since there are so many incredible applications this semester in this category. This is also one of the categories where we had sent a letter. So we are not announcing all of the winners here. But these are some of the ones we will be also including. Our first runner-up lives in York Haven, Pennsylvania, where they're already thinking deeply about how to show up for the community in ways that are affirming, informed, and inclusive. Their vision is rooted in lived experience and a clear understanding of the gaps that in care that still exist. They're committed to making sure more people feel seen, safe, and supported through their reproductive journeys. And we are proud to support him in this work. Congratulations to Dallas Moon Venable. You are our runner-up for the Queers for Queer Care Award. And the next up, the recipient lives in Maryland and is stepping into this work with a deep commitment to care, advocacy, and community support. Their vision reflects a strong desire to build trust, offer grounded support, and to help families feel more confident and cared for throughout their reproductive journey. And we are excited to support them as they take this next step. Congratulations to Fig Rosenberger. You are a runner-up for the Queers for Queer Care Award. And I was so jazzed to see Fig in our workshop the other night. I was like, I want to tell them. Our next winner is on the West Coast in Bellingham, Washington, where they're already supporting families through their work as a nanny and preparing to to expand that care even further through doula work. In their application, they shared, quote, "I want to provide a safe presence to new parents and help them feel more prepared for their next journey." Their vision is rooted in lived experience and a deep commitment to supporting queer and disabled communities with care that is informed, compassionate, and accessible. Congratulations to Willow Sterling. You are runner-up for the Queers for Queer Care Scholarship. Congratulations, Willow. Welcome to the program. Our next runner-up lives in Boston, where she brings nearly 3 decades of experience supporting families into this next chapter of her work. In her application, she shared that she's not seeking charity, she's seeking a partnership in growth, which I thought was really powerful. Her vision is rooted in building inclusive, affirming care for the 2S LGBTQIA plus community for families and creating spaces where people feel safe, respected, and truly supported. Congratulations to Jennifer Lewis. You are the runner-up for the Queers for Queer Care Award. Welcome to the program, Jennifer. Huzzah. Our final runner-up lives in Croatia, where she'll be stepping into this work with a deep desire to create connection, care, and belonging. And in her application, she shared that she wanted to do something about the problem of inequity. And her vision is rooted in supporting queer, trans, and underserved communities while helping reduce unnecessary trauma in birth and create a more gentle, supported experience for families. Congratulations to Ivana Blazevic. You are a runner-up for this scholarship, and I have 3 honorable mentions. Congratulations, Ivana. Welcome to the program. Who also received runner-up awards. We've got Rebecca Ruth Duncan from San Francisco, California, Abigail Rose Mari from Sacramento, California, and Amanda Bombardier from Hayward, California. I'm noticing a theme here. California is going to be set for Queers for Queer Care. But congratulations. I'm so excited about this next generation of queer practitioners serving queer families. Next up, we have, this is the original award. This was when we only, like the first year that we were like, we should do something like a scholarship, because somebody wrote to us and said they would love to do our training, but they're a single parent and they couldn't afford to, but like they wanted to, build in the community. And she did. And she's, over the last 15 years, she's become an instructor. She's an amazing activist for reproductive justice in Mexico and on the West Coast of the US, like just an amazing human. And so then it morphed into what we called the Babel Mia Be Brave Award. And so Carissa, I'm going to pass the floor for you to announce this one.
The Babel Mia Be Brave Award recognizes an applicant whose lived experience has afforded them a deeper understanding of their worth and potential. The recipient will demonstrate this connection through their resilience of spirit, positive attitude, and willingness to meet challenges head-on. Their business plan and personal goals reflect the spirit of Babel Mia's mission: to connect folks to their intrinsic value and power through excellence, evidence-based doula care, prenatal and/or childbirth education. As a former recipient of this award, I am overjoyed to announce that we have 2 winners in the category of the Babel Mia Be Brave Award. Our first winner is a person whose life experiences have shaped their view of what birth and postpartum care can be. She plans to bridge the gap between ancestral wisdom and modern care practices. She has a lead from the heart attitude despite living through traumatic circumstances in childhood and adulthood. This self-proclaimed person of color, survivor, LGBTQ plus homeschooling single mother is going to spread so much love and light on the maternal support industry. Join me in welcoming Harmony, Michele, and Sari to the Babel Mia family.
Harmony, welcome. Huzzah. We're so happy to have you.
Up next is someone who is very passionate about turning her pain into her purpose. After experiencing her only birth to be one that severely lacked compassion, respect, and support, she aspires to be who she desperately needed during her own birth and postpartum period. The applicant has overcome so much and continues to want to serve her community in a way that aligns with Babel Mia's core values. I believe she will be great value to the industry and the clients she serves in the future. Congratulations to Sarah Elizabeth Perfin.
Yes, welcome.
Go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, I was just going to say we had many truly inspirational applications this year and are happy to announce that we'll be extending runner-up awards to Jamie Lynn Marshall, Yadira Armis Preciado, and Sydney Rose Davis. Thank you all for sharing your stories with us, and congratulations to you all.
Amazing. Yay, thank you, and welcome to the program, everybody. We're in our last couple awards, and this one is the Birth Justice Award, which recognizes an applicant whose project, idea, or business plan works to dismantle structure, inequality, and challenge the lack of consent and violence that is commonplace in reproductive health and obstetrics. The recipient understands that the experience of violence and trauma greatly influences early family life and parenting experiences. The recipient seeks to create change by advocating for choice, informed consent, and improving the outcomes for individuals and communities with whom they engage. We have 2 runner-ups for this one. This first one is a native Venezuelan that immigrated to Canada, and she's seen firsthand how profoundly people are shaped by the quality of care, dignity, and advocacy they've received during vulnerable moments, and believes birth is one of the most defining of those experiences. Serving as a social worker, she feels immense excitement to think that her could be the next to her is the birthing person when they're bringing another life into this world. She's equally excited and committed to serving the 2S LGBTQIA plus community and wants to help create environments where individuals feel informed, respected, and emotionally held through their experience. Join us in congratulating Gabriella Mamo as the winner of our Birth Justice Award. So we're really, really excited. And this is shared as a co-runner-up with Sierra Shaw from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. So congratulations to Gabriella and Sierra Shaw. And next award is our Philanthropy Award, which is one of my favorites. And it recognizes an applicant whose project, personal goals, or business plan includes a component of paying it forward. The recipient will demonstrate a spirit of altruism and exhibit a dedication to generosity, and will have a solid plan around how they will use their doula training to give back to their local community or underserved populations. This year, we have the pleasure of awarding 2 partial scholarships to deserving aspiring doulas. Our first winner comes from Massachusetts and has always been compassionate and caring individual. She utilizes her patience, kindness, and strength to advocate and care for others. And this individual aspires to better the lives of all birthing people and their partners in her surrounding community by supporting them in creating a positive and empowered birthing experience. Please join us in congratulating Kyle O'Brien as the first winner of our Philanthropy Award. And I'm so excited because I know that Kyle is watching. So I was like real jazzed when I saw her name come up. We also have another runner-up, and they are from Cincinnati, Ohio, and they currently serve as a bereavement doula for mothers that have either experienced pregnancy loss or on the journey of receiving an abortion. Having the desire to provide critical mentorship and advocacy to teen parents, she aspires to teach them to advocate for themselves as well as advocate when their needs are not being addressed. Please join us in congratulating Teresa Batiku as our runner-up for the Philanthropy Award. Welcome, y'all, to the community. We are so excited to see you in class this week. That, again, we have sent a bunch of letters out. So please, they have been starting to send for the last 15 minutes or so. So I want to thank everyone in our community and our volunteers and our first ever outreach team, which was a really exciting initiative this year. Thank you to Black Moms Connection for trusting our partnership and for our first ever partnership with Brood Care. The entire Brood team and organization is an amazing one. Make sure you go follow them and check them out, as well as Black Moms Connection. Please review your letters carefully. All the instructions are in there. They're chunked so that, you know, anybody with that needs things spaced out in a way that my autistic brain needs, I've written it like that. So like everything is laid out with dates and instructions for each section. Again, you should be receiving them shortly if it hasn't landed in your inbox already. There are still spots available for the March 2026 cohort. So if you would like to register for a spot in our full spectrum doula training, you can head over to babelmia.com/doula training. And you can check out our incredibly comprehensive program that's going to give you the skills as well as everything you need to start and run a lucrative and sustainable business. Thank you again to all of the folks who trusted us with these really amazing asks and this, you know, really vulnerable information that you shared with us and this scholarship team. We do not take that lightly, and congratulations to all of your all the winners. And we will see you in the MSP program. Thanks everybody for being on camera with me, so it's not just me talking and talking. No, yes, Abigail, you need to wait for your letter to register. It's got your code in there. So amazing job, everybody. And we will see you in class. If you have any questions, please write to info@babelmia.com. We are standing by, ready to help you out. All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.